of 3 series, FireBird Esports versus BLUEJAYS Ventus. Previously, we had the map of Oregon where FireBird took the win 7-5. So yeah, not quite the decisive win. Ventus definitely had put up a good fight, but again, just fell short twice in a row. The first time being, of course, against their counterparts, BLUEJAY Talents. But now we've moved on to the second map of Chalet, moving into the snowy French Alps. And yeah, going straight into the bans, we've actually missed quite a few already. Nook coming out from FireBird Esports, which is really interesting because Nook was actually a really good operator for them. You know, they used it quite a lot, and to great effect, I'd argue, which is probably in part to why they won the last map. So definitely an interesting choice to ban out the Nook there. Maybe it's because it's a different map, possibly because a lot of teams, they like to ban different operators depending on the map, and I know why that might seem obvious, but I kind of mean in the sense of that, okay, we can use this operator on this map, and this map, but on this map, we cannot use her at all. And if we can't use her, and if there's a chance that the other team can use her, we're just going to ban that out to deny that possibility entirely. And then, of course, you know, we've got the Azami ban and the Flores ban, similar to Oregon with the Flores ban, but the Azami ban definitely being definitely a creative one, I'd say. Considering how, you know, she can restructure the environment, especially on a map with Azami. Take this room for example. You know, you could place her her kunai on one of those, on the side of one of those trophy cases, and kind of make yourself kind of like a deployable, an extended deployable shield, right? So definitely an interesting ban, and of course the last ban being a Valkyrie. So action phase has already began a mere 20 seconds ago and counting, and is that a lion I see? It is. Interesting. To be fair, BLUEJAYS have brought out the lion before. Again, it's possible that he's another operator that's coming slightly into the meta. I could be wrong, because I haven't been following the meta, as I've mentioned before. But scan will come out. Who got scanned, though, is the question. And will Ventus be able to act on it? Doesn't seem like they will. I mean, they don't always necessarily have to act on it. They can just, you know, sort of get a sense of where that enemy is and just kind of keep them at bay. Or, you know, maybe read into what room they're going to go into next and wait for them there. Either way, progress is being made. I think, yeah, they have firm control over the top floor. I think they're sort of missing some presence by the by master bedroom and the stairs out there. But there we go, that's gonna be first blood, courtesy of the Iana, who I think that's Den on the Iana, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Oh, okay. Down. Luvna also actually taking quite a ton of damage. Oh my days, there we go. FireBird's just falling one by one, not the start they were hoping for whatsoever. All they can do is hide and hold. Luvna playing the passive angle as he should. His health isn't really gonna let him do much else. Bruni will be the next one to fall. All down to the weak Luvna, and well, a flawless coming up from Ventus. Looking very motivated this map, and looking to go to the decider, which is Skyscraper, funnily enough. So yeah, I'm not gonna know any of the callouts on that map, so I'm definitely gonna have fun. regardless, thankfully, I can just, stick to the callouts that I know on Chalet, which is like only half. But either way.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
But yeah, definitely gonna have to watch some hologram Sam videos after this. And also, if you don't know who Hologram Sam is, he's great. If you want to learn callouts for Siege, he's definitely your guy to go to. Because not only does he tell you the callouts, but he kind of like walks through them, and he kind of like quizzes you on them after each floor. And I think that's really good. It really gets those callouts stuck in there. Especially when you play ranked a lot and stuff. Definitely recommend him. Hologram Sam, the GOAT. And I don't think he does only Siege. I think he might do other games as well, but don't quite quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. Kind of risky for the caster to put that barricade up so late, considering that the attack could have been lurking there any second. But I guess it seems that is not their target. So hopefully FireBirds have picked up on that. Just a couple of warning shots coming out from Den. Not looking to cause too much damage. Rather maybe announce his presence, or rather bait his presence. Maybe trying to trick BLUEJAYS into thinking he's downstairs. Then he rotates. Chances are they're not gonna fall for that. If anything, they're most likely focused on something else. But it could be something that plays on their mind. Who knows? Ooh, great angle here from Martin. That might actually catch out Cyrilloid. But unfortunately, we all know the P shooter. That is the P10 Roni. And, ooh, okay. Finker manages to get one. That's decent. Onto the unsuspecting Chris. That's going to be a trade out. 4v4 now. Just a couple of warning shots. Oh, find someone else, but can't win the second gunfight. And now they're in a prime position to plant. Oh! Very good denial. I can't tell if that was pre-placed or if that was, or probably not pre-placed, but can't tell if that was thrown from below or above, or ahead. Either way, bloody good throw. 3v3. That's now gonna throw what's a cog in the machine. Definitely gonna halt FireBird's the advance of Ventus. So, oh, there we go. Down goes Martin. 2v3 FireBirds. We're sort of winning in a sense, but oof, with those 2 kills, it doesn't seem like they're going to be winning anytime soon. But there we go. He's going to trade one out. I think that's Hano. That would be him.
10 seconds remaining.
That second. Oh, just pre-firing too much, and well, eventually that's just gonna come back to bite you. Yeah, that's just gonna expose you very prematurely. So I get it. You're paranoid in that situation, so you'll definitely have that tendency, especially if you are one to pre-fire. But yeah, not the best use of that technique. if you consider pre-firing a technique, I don't know.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Of course, if you're just joining us, I am solo casting. That means there is no duo, no secondary voice, if you will. So there will be momentary, pauses just for me to catch my breath, because solo casting is more daunting.
Attackers have located a bomb. left. 5 seconds remaining.
Chris just
Attackers are
filling the
heading out.
floor with holes. I think that's a very that's a very default vertical for a lot of teams to make on the defense. I think that's probably because it's right so it's like right above an entranceway, I'm pretty sure. Not entirely sure, don't quote me on that, but yeah. I'm not sure if passing your drone through prismas detects your actual like body anymore. It's possible that they may have removed that, because then maybe sanity wouldn't have been so casual just to go through that, but again, not too sure on that one. The drones say all clear, so does sanity, and well, that's just going to be the cue for the BLUEJAYS to make their ingress onto the site. Yellow pings come out. Seems like you got Cyrilloid to act on this information that the team's given them. But finds no one specific, and that lets them open up the main wall into office. Got a pretty good hold. They've got a pretty good hold onto default, but obviously they're not gonna push in too early, because that could open them up for punishment very quickly and very easily. Oh no, that's not very good. Do not flash. Oh, hello there, and good night. A couple more panic shots just to see if there's anyone else behind those barricades. 5v2. This is all going awry for FireBirds. There we go. Cast is just gonna get put right back up. There we go. That's another kill, courtesy of Den. There we go. That's can't quite tell who that was trading it back. Fireworks going on in the background for me. Absolute chaos both in and out of the game. Very tense. It's a post-plant situation, although he does have 4 players to find, so an unlikely scenario, especially with the amount of health that each of them share, but faring pretty well, if I do say so myself. Weaves in and out between the bullets, also has those on the bird. Oh, that's a quad kill! Oh my days, what a lineup there from BLUEJAYS. That's very unfortunate, but nobody doesn't have the time. Can he find the ace though? No. Oh. What a promising play there from. I couldn't quite tell who that was because of the quality again, but it's going to be a timeout from FireBird, getting brought out earlier than the one from BLUEJAYS. But, you know, glad to see Tier 4 teams making use of this timeout feature, considering the fact that most of these Tier 4 teams, you know, they don't really have staff. They don't have coaches. They don't have analysts. I mean, typically you'll have the in-game leader, and he takes care of all of that, right? He's the one who makes up strats, and all that biz. I mean, sure, you'll have the players and teammates chiming in as well on the direction of the strats, etc., etc. But, you know, it'll mostly be, you know, only the IGL if the presence of staff is absent. Moving down on into Wine Cellar. So yeah, just kind of going through the operators one by one on the defense, just the kind of prediction hear from me as to what purpose they're going to serve here. You know, you'll have the Kaid probably using his electro claws on obviously the main garage wall, and probably a wall of his choosing depending on how exactly the team are going to set up here. Aruni will probably use her gates on murder holes. Oh no, maybe not really murder holes because that wouldn't really make much sense, but probably more so on rotation holes if they decide to make any. You know, you'll have the Romain and Jaeger combo being placed probably around, you know, the garage area, the stairs area, and yeah, most likely at the entrance for wine cellar, probably behind some of the desks or boxes. Does DMR shots ring out? An awful lot of bullets just to take care of one barricade. You'd think because it was a DMR that would fall a lot easier, but then unfortunately having to spend more bullets into that one than needed. There is someone up there. I can't quite tell from the silhouette. Dodu. He knows someone's up there. He's not gonna recontest that. Which, I mean, fair enough. You know, time is on his side, and I think if he can just play in the back of the minds of the attackers, that's, you know, all the better job as a roamer. More shots being dumped out from the ERB. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the gun. Of Dokubi. I'm slightly wrong, as I usually am with these things, but, you know, Uncooked can attest. More shots being fired out, but again, nothing too substantial. And again, 2 minutes in, these players, man, they love to be patient. Either that, or they're just a bit scared to push. But time is of the essence, especially when you're an attacker, and well, if you make plays like that, it's not quite gonna favor you in the end. Jaeger still doing his job as a roamer and managing to get out there alive. So, you know, good for him. Again, playing in the back of the minds of those attackers, fearing the roamer. Oof. Unlucky there. Another player of Ventus falling to the hands of FireBirds. And again, look at these, like, timeouts doing wonders, but all of a sudden, it's 2v2. FireBirds definitely do not want to let this up. They need to get this plant out, and they do so successfully. That's very good, but oh, takes both of them down in very quick succession. And that's FireBirds taking their first round. But yeah, like I was saying before I got rudely cut off,
Defender mission successful.
yeah, these timeouts really being good refreshers for these teams. Maybe not in the long run per se, as we saw Ventus, you know, they got like what, 1 round back and then they lost the rest. But who knows? Different team, could possibly be a different outcome. Who knows?
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have located a bomb.
Desiccate deployed.
Alright.
My magnets will protect you. You can worry less about the intel. Activating jammer. Desiccate out!
10 seconds left.
Very extended setup here from Firebirds, you know, you see Castle of them doing a
Attackers
lot
are heading out to
of
defuse a
work and renovating the master bedroom, making sure the floor of that is hold up, and you know, also placing that little castle barricade there to stop any sort of push from the attackers. So yeah, it's definitely in the plans for. Oh, Sledge, why you gotta do why you gotta do it to him like that? That was uncalled for. Already 5v4. Dodu just being read like a book, really, and that's all there is to it. Firebird's already on the receiving end of the brunt of Ventus. As they begin to move in. Trade though onto the unsuspecting Iana. And again, 4v3, Firebird's back into this. Look at Chris, he's looking, sorry, not Chris, Martin. He's looking to become more aggressive. Those shots will expose him now, as he's got a lot of lines of sight to deal with. Thermite charge comes out, pre-fire shots ring out as well, but not quite. Oof, unlucky, peeks out at the wrong time. Thermite read them like a book, and there we go. Now the momentum has shifted the complete other way. Blue Jays now in commanding position, but these two players of Firebirds can still do major damage, both with Chris and Huno. Huno, if he holds those close angles with the shotgun, probably not now. I'd say he should definitely start doing that around the 20-second or 30-second mark. But look at these. Blue Jays are rushing, and that's going to cost them. Cannot just run aimlessly around like that, especially when your footsteps make noise, and noise are a big giveaway in Siege. So definitely have to be wary of that. And wary was something that Blue Jays were not in that situation. But the 2v2, it's not lost. It's not all is lost for both teams quite yet. There we go. This shotgun I was talking about, and it hits. That's a triple for Huno. I was about to call him Hubo. No, it's just Huno. Sanity 2v1 situation. What can you make of it? Not much. The Malusis are going to cause quite an issue for him, and now it's the factor of time again. He's trying to go for the pixel shot, but unfortunately Sanity doesn't quite have the virtue vision. Not quite. Unlucky. Very, very unlucky. But we move. Yeah, Firebirds with netting themselves yet another round. Could this be yet another win? I mean, too early to say. I may have just cursed them, but I don't know, man. When Firebirds gain momentum, sure you can halt it for a bit, but they'll come back. Sure, I mean, I guess you could say that. I'm going off of one game, but I don't know. Anything can happen. It's a Siege after all. It's a very. I'd argue Siege is probably one of the most what's the word I'm looking for? I'd say one of the most unpredictable games, purely because of the sandbox element. With the destructible environments and how the different abilities, interact with those environments and with the players, because it's just that extra layer of like almost a whole other game, right? Because you've got the straight action oriented things like the guns, the guns and some of the abilities as well. But then you've got things that like abilities that interact with the environment, and they've got defensive reinforcements to counter that. But then you've got a counter to that counter, which is hard breach, right? So definitely a lot of layers to this game, and it's probably why a lot of us fell in love with it in the first place. Arguably, the game isn't what it quite once was. In some aspects, it's better. In others, a lot worse. But again, I digress. Then taking a lot of damage. Lovnar on the hunt. He's looking for something, but just gets absolutely shredded in the back. So his life is no more. And that gives Blue Jays an entrance into progress. Progress into the building, that is. And Martin just playing behind that shield. Blue Jays is just going to force him to retreat. That nade almost hitting Dodu in the face. Oh, never mind. If a nade won't hit him, a bullet surely will, and a bullet to the head at that will definitely do some damage. C4 comes out, hits bank shot, but Blue Jays still have the advantage, so nothing too major lost for them, especially considering the fact that it's only a hard breacher, a soft breacher, as long as it's not a hard breacher, all should be well and good. Triple kill, quad kill for, what's that, Den from Blue Jays, and the amount of health he's on, how is he doing this? There we go, finally gets taken out. But it's a 1v2, this shouldn't be too hard for Blue Jays, and that's the 4-2 split, ladies and gentlemen. Further deja vu. Deja vu, definitely a theme for today's best of three, but yeah, Blue Jays definitely getting sense of that right now. Obviously, 4-2 also being the split end of Oregon. Now it's going to translate over into Chalet. Bear in mind, Blue Jays still have a timeout as well, and you know, if the
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
if the timeouts you know, continue to give out the buffs that they seem to have been given out in the last two, then they could very well be on their way to winning this game. A little bit more of renovating from Blue Jays. Seems like they've caught whiff of Chris here placing his claymore down. Blue Jays being pretty aggressive, I'd say. Yeah, definitely a lot more spread out, similarly to how they were playing on Oregon when they were defending. But yeah, Chep all just getting tagged. Lovnar has him on an angle, but that angle being as tight as it is, Chep probably isn't gonna repeat that. He'll come across that angle, if anything, because I don't believe he quite knew where he was getting shot from. Dodu is gonna dip out of there with his drone. Definitely will preferably want to keep it alive. Scout ahead. Martin loses his life. Blue Jays in commanding fashion, but Kuna has something else to say about that. But he's just gonna get taken out as well, and good position for the trades there. Could have been coincidence, but I think this also in due part to positioning. 4v3 though. FireBird still have a fighting chance. Lovnar is very wary. Kills the Frost Trap, but not the Oryx, and well, so the Oryx kills him. Oh, good trade there. Not quite a quite a power shifting trade, but a trade nonetheless. And there we go, doubling down there from the Jaeger, forcing this situation from a 2v3 to a 1v3 situation for Dadu. Keeps firing a lot, but to no avail. Not only that, but it's not the case either. That, of course, being the diffuser. Oh, good attempt at a read there, but that cloud is just gonna give a lot of visual noise, and yeah, that's just gonna ultimately lead to his demise. I don't know why I turned Scottish there, cloud, but yeah, I did. I was more Scottish when I said it the first time, but yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Check with the W7M background card, not one. Excuse me, not one you see a lot among players, but interesting to see that, you know, W7M fans do exist in you. And of course they exist, but you know, never thought I'd come across one. Interesting placement there from Cyberloid. I mean, I think if the attackers have any sort of explosives, which, through the sheer fact that they are bringing both a Nash, a Sledge, and a Niana, probably means they do. So yeah, if any explosive hits that, that's probably just gonna, you know, time that out. Hell, they could. No one could be holding that that corridor, and they could just walk past, honestly. So strange placement, but it might work out. You never know. Sometimes Siege players tend to lose brain cells in the most crucial of moments. Believe me, I would know, because I am one of those brain cell losing people. I mean, I know that's not too hard to believe, but like, you know.
Magnet going up. Perimeter defense up.
Drone spinning up.
I need to take a break that's a little longer than 5 minutes, because my voice is really starting to, or my throat at least is really starting to feel the brunt of all this casting. But 5v4, as that's going to be taken down. Wow, FireBird's on fire right now, really living up to the name. There we go, that's another one to fall. Will it be a flawless? Just going to be, who's that? Sanity, the last man alive. He has 5 players to find. This is actually a pretty decent angle. Well, I'd say that it's most of them are on the other. Oh no, not even the kill. Flawless round for FireBirds. What is the score, I wonder? So I've lost track. Round 9, so 5-3. Okay, yeah. So BLUEJAYS still definitely in the lead, quite the substantial lead at that. But again, they've sold before, so they just have to make sure that they don't do that. And I know that's easier said than done. So much easier said than done. But they just need to pull out some kind of strats to at least, you know, get them further in the tournament and get them more money than they otherwise would have if they lost here on this battleground. But yeah, BLUEJAYS definitely could be taking us to Skyscraper, which will be painful to me, but fun for you guys. So as long as that's the case, we'll. As long as that's the case, all is well and good. Do not mind me.
Stop worrying. Jammer ready.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
I'm reloading.
Magnet deployed. Loading mag! magnets will protect. Magnets ready. Let them come. Raising our defenses. Magnet ready.
I'm more of a turtled hold from BLUEJAYS this time round with. Oh, good night. Wow. Okay. Well, so much for that. BLUEJAYS already receiving some major damage from FireBirds. Wow. That's tough. They still have. I mean, that's the Wamai isn't that much of a major loss, but that smoke definitely, especially if he hasn't used his candles, and considering that the clock is as high as it is, and as early as it is, I imagine he probably had all three in the pocket. So good stuff for FireBirds. Not so great stuff for BLUEJAYS. Do answer with one back though, but probably won't be enough. Yeah, especially when you lose players like that. Even further. Just really,
Bomb located by attackers.
FireBirds really has BLUEJAYS by the neck. Oh, he definitely wants the shotgun here, but he doesn't bring it out. Doesn't bring it out here. You should probably reload or either switch. Hello? This doesn't seem like a good idea. Okay, he gets one. Fair enough. Oh no, why did he go for the finish? No. The KD is not what's important right now, son. Trying to get him with a shotgun as well. Oh lord. When I said to switch to the shotgun, I didn't mean that, lad. But alright. Fair enough. It is what it is.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Rolling razor wire. Shield ready for company.
Seconds to insertion. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright. Master bedroom hold. Master bedroom and office hold if you want to be specific. But typically the one room usually says it all. Pretty sure EU League just finished, so we might update you on that just in case you're curious. Actually I guess update you guys now if you really want to, but things might just ramp up, so you don't want to be skipping over to Liquipedia too early. 5v5. Oh, okay. I was gonna say a bit of a strange impact, but I realize he's just making himself an escape route. Fair enough. Firing a couple of shots out in the open as well. Risky, very risky, but so far he's kept alive. But that doesn't mean he could lose his life. That doesn't mean he can't lose his life later on. Puts himself into more of a passive position, but still pretty much exposed, especially from that railing area up on the second floor. I actually realized one nice combination of ooh, okay, BLUEJAY answer back with a kill of their own, but I was gonna say good charm and skin combo with the Dark Zero skin and the Bolo charm. It's got a nice purplish theme going on there, but Cyrilloid loses his life. Thankfully he's not. Thankfully Frost's ability isn't necessarily active, definitely more passive, but
Attackers bomb
chances are if the frost has been exposed, then those frost traps probably going to be probably aren't going to be that viable. Oh no, they are! As soon as I say that, Lovna walks right into one. That is comedic timing at its finest. Caster's curse, you could even say. Alright, well, yeah. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. Oh, there we go. 2v3. That's gonna be one player on, Ventus. Losing their life. Oh no, that is not the flashbang you want. And that's just Ash all by herself. Dadu just... Oh, sorry, not Dadu. Can't quite tell because of quality, but someone just sent that Ash up there to die, and well, the Nomad follows. Match point for Ventus. They just need one more round to close things out. This is... I mean, would this be the time? Would this be the point where like the crowd would be chanting one more round? No, it'd probably be like on the like game point, not the match point, or the map point, however you want to call it. But yeah, I'm sure you could chant one more round in the chat if you want. I won't. I don't mod, so do what you want in it. So 6-4, I believe the score is, if the quality improves. But yeah, yep, 6-4, awesome. Well, actually, let's take a look at that scoreboard just to see KDs and stuff. Den really putting in the work with 13 kills. I mean, sure, he does have like 8 deaths, so it's kind of like, you know, balanced out. Nothing too stellar. That's kind of the thing. Nothing. I wouldn't say there's really a standout player this game. I think both of these teams are really good, and that's why they're in the playoffs. That's why they're in the positions where they are now. So it kind of makes sense that, you know, the KDs are as even as possible. But yeah, so far it's been a great game, especially if, you know, if Blue Jays win this one and we go to a decider. This could definitely be game of the season, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's still a lot of Siege left to be played. Then waiting for someone that is not even there, probably just a miscall on communication. Oh, never mind. There's actually quite a lot of people down there, just the silhouettes didn't quite come through on my end. But yeah, I mean, if Den is going to contest, he's going to need a lot more firepower than just the SMG-11. And I think there's someone back there by the double window outside of office, but I'm not sure. Oh, that yellow ping is going to be huge. They know that Den is lurking. But does Den know that they know that Den is lurking? Only time will tell. Oh, he gets one. Okay, fair enough. Gets one. Flashes come out, blinds him. Doesn't capitalize, surprisingly enough, as there's a smoke babe is toxic babe is going to come out. Nade takes care of the shield that forces Cerealoid to back away, and Den can still cause trouble, especially if him and Siri peak at the same time. ADS is proving their worth. That's gonna regen now as another toxic babe comes through. I'm pretty sure he has one more. No, never mind. That's all of his toxic babes. Definitely using them to great effect to waste the time of the attackers. And look, now FireBird's esports are they're a bit hesitant, you know, they're a bit hesitant to push now, especially when Den is on the SMG-11, the smoke, and he's looking for more. He's looking for another. That's a triple for Dent. He's looking for more. He is hungry, and he is on the hunt. The game is afoot. Dodu, last man alive. No ace for Dent, but a possible 4K is on the table. Either way, it should be very easy. Flawless round, just like that. Good half. Yep, that is indeed the map win for Blue Jays. So we will indeed be going to a decider for our final map, Skyscraper. We'll see you in a bit.
Love me, cause I don't think I love me anymore. Maybe I think too much, so I drink to rush all my demons out the door. Tell me that it's all inside my head. Call it OCD, tell me it's you, not me, cause it's driving me mad. I don't think I'm losing my mind, building all these walls over time. Every time I lose my way, I find you. I know that when fears start to hit me, know that you're the one to lift me. I find you, yeah, I'll find you. I'll find you. Find me. Did I lose myself in pride? My insecurities haunting my memories, cause I'm holding them inside. Let go, put my thoughts back into words. Feels like I let me down, ain't got no golden crown. I'm just trying to be right. I don't think I'm losing my mind, building all these walls over time. Every time I lose my way, I find you. I know that when fears start to hit me, know that you're the one to lift me. I find you, yeah, I'll find you. Yeah, I'll find you. Anytime I lose my mind, I used to hold it all inside. Anytime I lose my mind, yeah, I'll find you.